Hello, 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 and welcome to my class on ego part 2. In part 1, I talked to you about dictionary meaning, synonyms of the word ego, and what I learned in Rajyoga education system of yoga. Today, in this part 2, I am gonna talk about psychoanalysis, philosophy, psychological terms, and is having ego good, or what is ego death, and many other things. Are you ready? Let's get started. The first one is psychoanalysis. In psychoanalysis, they say ego is the part of the mind ego is the part of the mind that mediate between conscious and unconscious, and it is responsible for reality testing and personal identity. Then in philosophy, that is a branch of metaphysics, a conscious thinking object. What's the ego of a person? The I, or the self of a person. Ego is Latin for I. In psychological terms, the part of the psyche that experiences outside world and reacts to it, coming between primitive drives of the id and demands of the social environment by superego. Id, ego, and superego are three different, distinct, yet interacting agents in psychic apparatus defined in Sigmund Freud's structural model of psyche. Three parts are theoretical construct of how the activity and interactions in our mental life is described. Next is, what is the exact meaning of the ego? Your ego is your conscious mind, the part of your identity that you consider yourself. If you say someone has a big ego, then you are saying that he is full of himself. Is it good to have ego? It is not being egotistical to now you are good at what you do. Egotistical is when you don't have competence and experience to back up your confidence. That kind of ego is criticizing. However, it's equally detrimental to be great at your work but downplay your value. Next one is, what does ego mean in a relationship? When one doesn't realize the time when ego has come in the way of caring of others, the relationship with them, etc., by giving more importance to self and one's needs and comforts, or when one fails to include close person's joys and comforts within the boundaries of the ego. Next one is, what is ego death means? Ego death is a complete loss of subjective self-identity. The term is used in various contexts with related meanings. In descriptions of psychedelic experiences, the term is used synonymously with ego loss to refer to temporary loss of one's sense of self due to the use of psychedelics. Psychedelics are the drugs they used for mental sickness. So, I think it is clear and loud to you. What is ego? Understanding the ego. But it is very simple. In spirituality, we say, I, the soul, and this is my body. And what is mine? Supreme Soul is mine. I is spiritual being and my body is made up of matter, perishable. And about id, ego and superego, we say soul has three subtle organs: mind, intellect and resolves. Mind thinks, intellect takes decision, and I, the soul, perform actions through this body. So, I think you understand what is ego and try to develop your personality. Okay, bye for now.